Alright, buckle up, chuckle nuts, cause I'm coming in hot. Have you ever wanted to take an island getaway trip somewhere deep in the tropics where you do absolutely nothing for hours on end? Do you hate planes and want to get off as fast as possible in the most inconvenient way you can think of? Did you have a woman pilot? Do you like splish splashing around in your big orange blow-up doll paddling for dear life to an island that's 5 feet away and then the next island that's way in fucking Narnia? Do you hate crabs? And I mean really hate crabs? Have you ever watched the movie Castaway and thought, wow, I wish someone could make a game about this, and then take a fat shit on it, light that shit on fire, leave that bag of flaming turd on that bitch Carol Baskin's front porch, and then after the lawsuit, sell you this piece of cooked trash for $20? Well, stranded deep in fucking boredom is for you. But first, let me tell you about today's sponsor, me. For every like we get on this video, I'll pay Sean 5 cents towards his rent this month. And for every new subscriber we get, I'll teach a small tattooed child one of the 4 elements they need to fight the Fire Nation. So don't help us, help the Avatar. Alright, back to the video. Boy, let me tell you, I'd rather chew broken glass for breakfast and wash my mouth out with lemon juice and alcohol than ever play this game again. But Sean and I drew straws for who was going to make this video, and let's just say I'm not hitting up the Vegas casinos anytime soon. The only ounce of excitement I got when I was playing this game was praying that a shark would come by and tickle my taint a little bit in the water and give me the slightest thrill right before I go back to building sandcastles and get my skin melted off by the baby from the Teletubbies. Well, this game starts off like any other of the same genre with a plane crash where you're the only miraculous survivor. You're on a plane goes down, you swim to your raft, and then you wake up the next day nowhere near the crash. Now you're paddling in shark-infested waters to an island you woke up next to, and thus begins this fucking nightmare. Pull your dirty raft ashore and start your second-grade scavenger hunt for rocks, sticks, and all the other random goodies that just so happen to be washed up on the island. Good thing they didn't leave me a gun, otherwise I would have shot myself so I could have played anything else. It's a good thing for you that every single boat captain within 100 nautical miles was born without eyes and apparently got through captain school on their good looks alone, because there's crash boats on every single one of these islands. You're a boat captain. The only thing you need to look out for is everything that isn't blue. It's the ocean. Oh well, good thing they left you all these crates full of a bunch of useless shit until your monkey brain can figure out what you can do with a motor. The only thing that your smooth brain knows how to do is turn a rock into a makeshift knife that you can use to go on a crab genocide. Don't worry, monkeys. You didn't forget how to climb trees and rob them of their water-filled fruits. And yes, I googled it. It's a fruit. Here, look at that. Pull out your knife and peel the skin off of these coconuts like Dwight from The Office, and get to slurping up all that delicious fruit blood. Fruit blood? Do fruits have blood? Who knows? Anyways, obviously I didn't eat enough beans before the flight because, oh baby, I had to collect so much damn fiber for a rope I could have hung myself from any tree I wanted. Sadly, that's not an option. Need to make a fire to cook up all that crab meat you tore off through your rampage on crabkind? They got you. Make sure your 2 fingers are warmed up from all those ladies you've been with, or dudes, no judgment, because you're gonna need them to light this bad boy. Smash the shit out of those mouse buttons. After you've got your fire going, pull out the stick you've been keeping in your prison pocket to cook you a well-deserved snack. Just don't put out the fire again like I did and get a second workout with your 2-finger stingers. Next on the evolutionary chain is to make an axe. You better hope you took a part-time job as a lumberjack sidekick, because it takes 87 chops just to get the stupid leaves you need to build your $60,000 New York apartment. And yes, it's fabulous. Did you want to store things? Oh, I don't know. In a chest? Maybe the chest you've found from all the shipwrecks you've pillaged? Well, tough shit, pack rat. Throw everything you got on the ground and hope it doesn't roll away. Did you want to switch to an item in your inventory when it's full? Well, fuck you, kiddo. You're gonna have to drop something to open up an inventory slot so you can hold something that already took a slot, because that makes a whole lot of sense. And if you thought the inventory was frustrating, wait till you get to the crafting. After you snuggle up for bedtime and wake up to a new day of murder and aimless wandering, the game wants you to craft a water still. Do you know what you need to make a water still? A coconut flask, amongst other things. How do you make a coconut flask, you ask? What a good question, Timmy. Well, listen up, cause school's in session. You might find yourself scrolling through all your little sections of the crafting menu with no luck. Well, if you would have listened to the tutorial, then you would realize that it's absolutely fucking useless and doesn't tell you that there are multiple tabs in the crafting menu. Thanks, Beam Team Games. I didn't know my blood pressure could get so high trying to wrap my monkey brain around the concept of a fucking coconut with string on it. Do you want to go on an exploratory adventure to see if there's any more life on any of the other islands? I hope you didn't have anything else to do today, and you better hope that you didn't miss an arm day in the gym, because your ass is about to be paddling till the sun goes down. Drowning yourself doesn't sound so bad now, does it? Speaking of the sun, watch out for that ferocious suntan you're about to get for standing in the open too long. You've never been outside prior to this plane crash, and it shows. Yum! Look at that arm. And no, the only 2 characters you can pick from are white with an attitude, so you can't outsmart the SPF system. And whenever you get to that next island, you better watch out because you've only been dealing with little baby doo-doo head crabs. And now there's 2-foot tall Teenage Mutant Ninja crabs, and they're not fucking around. They do give a lot more meat though, and apparently if you poke them in the ass, they get all shy and run away. Aww, look at them. Now it's time for you to take on a shark, because that's the only excitement you'll ever get in this game. And yes, before you start typing, excuse me, there's multiple epic awesome boss battles in this game. Cool your suspenders, buckaroo, I'm getting there. I know there's boss battles with a giant uncooked calamari, a defective spark plug, and a giant shark on cocaine, but you couldn't pay me enough money to play this garbage heap long enough to run into any of those 3 idiots. Beam Team Games must really hate Steve Irwin, because for some reason, you can't kill stingrays in this fucking game. Sorry Steve, you still got shooters out here. I tried. Some sharks are also off limits, like this one here that I tried to beat with my axe, but apparently this shark was sent from God to monitor my progress or something because it wasn't fazed by any of my murderous swings. If it's not a tiger shark, then you can't tango. And who knew that sharks love to dance? Anywho, I found a tiger shark, and after I fought tooth and nail with all my experience from wiping out an entire crab population, surviving for an entire day, and most importantly, intimidating the shit out of a stingray, it killed me. In a violent way too, ripped both my hands and feet off. Must have had a fetish or something. I couldn't bring myself to hit the play button a second time, so my nightmare finally ended. After my extensive and thorough playthrough of Stranded Deep, I have the absolute, scientifically proven, without a shadow of a doubt, only and last rating this game ever needs. I give it a 1. One giant waste of my fucking time.